Hi, this is Usha Pandit, your Mindsprings English teacher. Today we are going to do a lesson on idioms. Phrasal verbs and idioms. This gives a lot of non-native English speakers or people who are struggling with the language a lot of nightmares. There are also a whole bunch of teachers who will tell you that it is difficult, and because you have to learn so many idiomatic expressions. But I am just going to show you how that's not 100% true. All the idioms that I have used today, I have taken from my book, Writing with Ease, and you will find it at Amazon and at our website www.mindsprings.in. Idioms will come to you if you generally just read. Like I told you in the phrasal verbs video, that if you read in a context, it becomes very clear what the person is trying to say. You really don't have to go anywhere and look up the meaning. So if it's raining very heavily and someone says, "Oh my God, it's raining cats and dogs," what does it mean? Does it mean it's actually cats and dogs are falling out of the sky? Obviously not. It's pouring outside and you know that he means it's heavy, very heavy rainfall. Raining cats and dogs is very heavy rainfall. That is, if actually cats and dogs fell from the sky, the weight of it is what people are alluding to, but you don't have to look at idioms like that. Idioms are more than the sum of their parts. So if you just take the parts of the idiom, you cannot put it together and get the meaning. Impossible. The meaning is completely different from the words that make it up. Okay? So don't try to find the meaning within the idiom. Big mistake. Try to understand it from within the context. That is the way to do it. So let's look at a few idioms to find out what I am trying to say. Okay? So one thing to remember is a literal meaning and an idiomatic meaning. So if I say the boss sees everything in black and white, what is the literal meaning? That he sees only the color black and the color white. He can't see any color. That is what it would perhaps indicate literally, that he is colorblind. But that's not true. Idiomatically, I am trying to say that he is a person who does not understand any mid path. He has no shades of grey. Either you are good or bad. Either you are a fantastic worker or you are a dud. He has no other middle, layers in the middle. He is that kind of a man who works with binaries, 0 or 1. That's it. Or 0 or 100. So that's the idiomatic meaning. Now let's look at some very common ones. You'll find, in fact, this is not just, I've just given you 5 of each. You will have several, and the book will have several for you. So you have used color. People use color in idiomatic expressions. There are categories like color, animals, clothes, body parts. It's amazing, idioms. And it goes like this. If you say that after the speech, when everyone clapped, she was red-faced. Or they found out that she had stolen something and she was red-faced. So if she had stolen something and she was red-faced when she was caught, what can it be? What is the emotion? If you've stolen something and someone has caught you, you're not likely to be delighted, you're not likely to be sad. What are you likely to be? Guilty and embarrassed, isn't it? So therefore, red-faced there would mean guilty or would mean ashamed, right? So you get the meaning from the context. She turned green when she saw Ratna's new sari, which was very beautiful. So if she turned green, and if the relationship between her and Ratna not very good, how will she turn green? She was jealous. So green is the color of jealousy. So turning green is not literally turning green, but green with jealousy. Or you might say white elephant. If you say, oh, he's got a Mercedes, it's a white elephant. It barely gives you any mileage and he's going to spend a lot of money on the servicing. It's a white elephant. If someone says that, what can a white elephant mean? It means it's too expensive to maintain. Yellow-bellied. All these people talk on Facebook. When it really comes to protesting about something, they are yellow-bellied. What is yellow-bellied? Is the belly yellow? No, it means they are cowardly. A yellow-bellied person does not have any guts, will not stand up for certain convictions that he has or certain opinions that he has. Of course, Ramesh got the promotion. After all, he is the blue-eyed boy in the office or of the boss. So what is blue-eyed boy? Does it mean his eyes are blue? No. They are black as ever because he is Indian. It means that he is a favorite of the boss. A blue-eyed boy is a favorite. So you will get the meaning because you know that Ramesh is, the boss's favorite. So a blue-eyed boy can only mean favorite. You need to get into the context. The context is sitting all around you. You are reading a story, you are reading the newspaper, you know the background information. The idiom will become extremely clear to you. Let's look at clothes. If you look at someone and say, oh my God, you're dressed to kill, and the person is all decked up. She looks like she's going to have a second wedding now. You're dressed to kill. If you say that, what does it mean? Does it really mean she's dressed up and she's got a knife hidden behind her back and she's planning to murder someone? Obviously not. Dressed to kill therefore means you're dressed up thoroughly. From head to toe, you have taken a lot of trouble dressing up. That's what it means, dressed to kill. If I look at you, wow, you're so good that I might probably drop dead with the stunning effect you have on me. Hand in glove. If you say the politician is hand in glove with the corporates, NPAs who ran away and took all our money, what does it mean? It means that they are one. Like the hand fits the glove, both of them are together in it. We also say thick as thieves. Thieves are supposed to stick together. So that could be another expression. There are many expressions. So if you don't read, you're not likely to get them very quickly. But if you read, they become your own. Washing dirty linen in public. Nobody likes that. They say keep all your quarrels at home. Don't come out and tell everybody, my wife said this, my husband said that, or my brother is like this. You don't talk about your family matters outside. Similarly, a political party should not talk about its party matters to the press without actually resolving it amongst themselves. So that would be washing dirty linen in public. He has something up his sleeve. I just know it. He has something up his sleeve. I think he's going to say something, announce something. Suppose you heard something like that. What would something up his sleeve mean? Does it mean he's put some cards in there? Can't be. What is the next statement? The next statement says he's going to announce something, which means he's hiding something, he's concealing something, he's keeping something to himself. Nobody knows and he's going to announce it. That is having something up your sleeve, not showing it. It's coming from the realm of magic, right? Or if you say he got the boot. He worked for a month and then he got the boot. What does it mean? Did it mean that he took a boot and went home? Obviously not. He was fired. Everybody knows that, and that's what it means. Let's come to animal idioms. If you say he's the black sheep of the family or she's the black sheep, what you mean is, does it mean that she's dark skinned? No, it just means that she is someone who has let down the family reputation of being this bright, progressive, successful family. Everyone is a doctor or an architect, and there she is, she's just not doing anything much. So she's the black sheep. A leopard can't change its spots. You must have heard that. A leopard can't change its spots because you say that about a person who no matter what happens simply does not change for the better. He never learns. So again you will find that he has betrayed somebody. A leopard cannot change, it can't change his spots. Taking a lion's share of something. So if you have a very, very successful woman, a very, very popular businesswoman, you might say she takes the lion's share of all the profits, and that is why she is successful. Now that you might be turning green and saying that, but well, the fact is that you obviously resent that and you don't like it. So you are saying she is taking the lion's share, she doesn't share her profits equally. And then you have paper tiger. So you call somebody a paper tiger, it means what? What is a paper tiger? Has no effect on anyone, isn't it? But why tiger? Because when he came in, he was so full of ideas and enthusiasm, and he spoke about so much change and challenge that everybody was impressed. But now we know he's just a paper tiger. Now I don't have to tell you the meaning. If you read it in a context, you simply know what it means, right? And it means he's ineffective. All of us thought he was amazing, but he's not. There's another one where you say we found out that he had feet of clay. That means we thought he was this great man, like a statue standing there, but in the end his feet were made of clay, which means he fell down, or he will fall down very soon. So these are idiomatic expressions, but always look at the context. And finally, wolves at bay. Keep the wolves at bay means keep poverty out. The poor people will work at anything in order to keep the wolves at bay, which means they don't want the wolf at the door. What's a wolf at the door? It is going to come in at some stage and eat you. So keeping it at bay means keeping it away from the door, making sure your children do not get eaten up by poverty. Let's do finally body parts. If you are breathing down somebody's neck, suppose you are working, you got a new job and someone is breathing down your neck, what does it mean? Does it mean literally that they are breathing on your neck? Not quite. It means that they are constantly interfering, they're constantly checking, they're just not letting you work in peace. That sort of person would be breathing down your neck. And breathing down, when someone breathes down your neck, it's not very pleasant. She just can't stomach it. She just cannot stomach Reena's success as a film star. She was her friend in school and they played together, but now she cannot stomach Reena's success. What is it when you say she can't stomach? Means obviously it means, does it mean she likes it or she doesn't like it? Obviously it means she doesn't like it. She just can't stomach it means she doesn't like it. So therefore, you'll understand from the tone, you'll understand from the words, you'll understand from the context. It just means she doesn't like it. And finally, I have two more. Oh no, I've got more here. Put one shoulder to the wheel. That's a good one. You know, in the early days, you used to have to put your shoulder to the wheel to pick it out of the mud. So it's from there it's coming. Put your shoulder to the wheel means help in the process. That's what it means. And if I say I've got butterflies in my stomach, they asked me to sing, but I went on stage and I had butterflies in my stomach. When I opened the newspaper to read the results, I had butterflies in my stomach. What can it mean? Does it mean real butterflies? No, it obviously means that you were nervous. So that's what it means, butterflies in the stomach. And finally, bone of contention. So the couple decided to divorce and the child has become the bone of contention. Now the child has become the bone of contention. What does it mean? If they are divorcing and the child is in the middle and the bone of contention, contention there means conflict, and therefore they are pulling the kid on both sides. Both of them want the child. So if you read through, you will realize that idioms are pretty easy. You just need to look at the context and you will get it. And once you get it, these things rarely, you don't need to do them several times to get it. You just need to understand the whole thing and they remain with you for quite a long time. So enjoy idioms. When you find idioms, look at the context carefully and you will be right as rain. Now what is right as rain? Right as rain is an idiom. So you can speak idiomatically and it's very, very impressive. If you write it in your essays or in your other pieces of writing, you get excellent marks. And so do go and buy Writing with Ease for all your idiomatic expressions that have been explained to some extent, but there is only that much that can be done because the bag is that big. So I have shown you how to do it today, which is more important. It's important to teach you how to fish rather than just giving you fishes, isn't it? So till we meet again, subscribe, press the bell notification, put your comments in the box and keep smiling.